All right. So I promised only two videos today, but I saw the one before this one and I got excited. Excited to start the day versus happy to start the day. Happy the day started. And I wrote a note for this note, which is the pressure and words and feelings. So let me create the scenario. So I wake up every morning and I do stuff. And some days I wake up and I'm very much excited to do stuff. Other days I wake up and I can't wait for this stuff to be over. And today, like weirdly so, because like for the past 2 days I've been like sleeping in, and I don't know. I really think like have family exhausts me. Other than that, like it's a new routine, and maybe that's a whole lot of pressure to put at once because like my work went from I really have things to do. I've been shifting from research mode. So all of this month has been shifting from research mode to being actually productive mode. Because like if I were to apply the laws of karma that I discussed here, that basically I need to basically start taking score or in a way kind of like feeding the actual chart that karma goes like, okay, this, yes, 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 yes. So I can like actually cash out my points soon and level up. And again, like remember, my goal is to gamify society. So that goal got created by my drive for authenticity. And I don't think authenticity exists right now online. And within our society, the real world requires authenticity, or else, like, it doesn't matter how many degrees you have, people will only work with you. If they don't like you, it doesn't fucking matter. I've seen people starve just because they refuse, like, they've seen companies fail just because I didn't like him, I don't want to work with him. Fall, crash the company, I don't fucking care. We'll figure something out. And they move on with their life without giving a fuck. But anyway, so the defeating the purpose of the day because it's like you really have to do the stuff that you need to do, whatever it is that you decide you want to do. You can decide I want to wake up and just chill. If you don't do that, you're not scoring any points. You're not winning. You're not kind of like achieving what you set out to achieve. It's as simple as chilling, right? Like if you wake up and you decide to chill and you basically end up cleaning the house, that's not chilling, right? And if you wake up, you decide to clean the house and you end up just sitting at your in your bed and just kind of like looking at the sky. It's not cleaning the house. And if you wake up and you decide you're going to finish a website for somebody and leveling up while doing that, your plan is to level up your like programming skills slash design skills slash UI UX skills slash branding skills, all that stuff. You have to fucking do it. So there's a lot of pressure that normally comes with our decision making process. Regardless, like right now, I can handle a lot of what I'm doing, but every time you add something new, it's kind of like the extra weight. And the fun part about it is like you tend to forget once you're immersed in what you're doing right now, you can't see your goal straight. And once you're looking only at their goal, you can't see what's in front of you straight. Which reminds me of like a Buddhist saying, a Buddhist story, which I probably shared. And this story goes like this: a man goes and he wants to find nirvana. Fucking yeah, hey. He goes and he sees a priest, and he goes to India and he asks about it. And they tell him on that mountain you can find the guy. And he goes and he finds a monastery and he finds a monk. And he sits with the monk and he goes like, I want to achieve nirvana. He goes, fuck yeah, man. You're my guy. You want to achieve nirvana? This is the place. And he goes like, when can you start? He goes like, I can start tomorrow. How long do you think it would take? And the monk looks at him and goes like, maybe 4 to 5 years. And he goes, damn it. Okay, what if I work twice as hard? And the monk looks at him and goes like, haha, that's the kind of people we like here. Yes, about 10 to 12 years, 15 maybe. The guy's bedazzled. What the fuck is going on? I'm working twice as hard. What's happening? Nirvana is extending another like 5, 10 years, 10, 15 years. What the hell is going on? And then he stands up, he goes like, you're full of shit, and he walks away. And then he looks back one last time because he doesn't want to regret it. Remember, that's always the case. We don't want to regret it, although we're stubborn. And he looks at the monk. He goes like, "What if I work 3 times as hard and I clean 3 times as better, and like I do my chores 10 times faster, and he starts piling up all the things he can excel at." And the monk looks at him and goes like, "Wow, your energy! Please, we need you here. We need people like you here. Stay. We'll achieve nirvana together, I promise." And the guy looks at him and goes like, "How much time would that take if I work this hard?" And the monk looks at him and is like, "About 30 years to like 40 years makes sense." And the guy just sits on the floor, goes like, "Why is nirvana going further away the harder I work?" And the monk responds with this: with one eye set on your goal, you only have one eye looking in front of you. Now, the key to Buddhism is always this balance that they talk about. It's the harmony. It's that like that guitar string needs to be tuned exactly right in order for the notes to come out exactly how they should sound. And those notes harmonize with ears. That's why people like them. A guitar that's not tuned, it doesn't matter if you're a master guitarist. No sound you play is going to sound. There's going to be kind of no music you play is going to be good. So the days that I wake up and I'm looking at everything around me and I'm like, okay, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, I am kind of missing the whole point. The whole point is for me to like take my time doing these things, be with them as they're being done, sort myself through them, whether it's stretching, exercising, walking. The goal is for me to kind of like walk for the fuck of walking. If I say I'm going to do something, do it for the fuck of doing it. Not do it so you can mark it off your to do list. And it came to me like there's a difference between I'm excited to start the day versus I'm happy that the day actually started. Because excitement is a driving force, right? And it's like I'm driven to start the day, which means when does your excitement die out? When the day is finished. So there's an energy go boost up when the day starts and you're like running to do the things that you said you wanted to do. And then by the end of the day, it goes down and you fall asleep. But if you're happy that the day actually started, then I really think the levels of energy that we have in the day are very much within that balanced state. Because anytime you're doing something, it kind of comes up with it and it goes down after it's done. And then you start another thing and it goes up with it goes down. And don't feel for a second energy going shooting up versus energy slowly is different energy. It's just the consumption levels, it's efficiency basically. And people talk about slowing time down, like slowing down, pacing yourself, but they never actually explain it in terms of like, nobody can because it's relative. Like if you're rushing to do something, the time goes like this. But if you're sitting with that something and doing it at a normal pace or a good pace or a slow pace or a leisurely pace, whatever, it's like it needs to get done in an hour, it'll be done in an hour. But instead of thinking of everything that's going to happen afterwards, let me just think about this hour. That time itself kind of extends. And suddenly the day feels bigger. It feels fuller. Even when it's complete, it's not really feeling like an accomplishment. It feels like, I want to say a journey. It feels like an actual adventure. Even the same things that you repeat every day for the sake of personal growth, for the sake of personal structure, for the sake of personal understanding, just whatever. There are things that you find yourself doing every day. Like every day you clean the house. The next day, what happens? The house is dirty again. You have to re-clean it. But when doing them, I mean, you could say there's also like, when people say clean the dishes, there's a zen in cleaning the dishes. There's a certain stoic sensation when you're kind of like only doing the dishes and thinking of the dishes. Because it's few repetitive behaviors that are kind of like making your mind go. So I wanted to talk about it just like I'm gonna start looking at things differently from like instead of excited to start the day because that's how I always was like I'm excited it's a new day, yes, let's go and do stuff. And right now I want to be like more oh, the day started, so Waking up is no longer energy driven. It becomes more of like, let's land in the flow of things. Let's find the flow of the day. Let's see how the day will start moving. And let's see how we move through the things that we have structured every single day and where we want to go with them and all the good stuff that come with it. This is a video, man. I was thinking about it in the morning while I was stretching. Really, today, like, because I woke up late and I felt like I had to finish my workout fast in order for me to kind of like go through the day. But I did everything I should do. And then halfway through, I was like, you know what? It was very sloppy. And I didn't like when I said sloppy and then it clicked. It's like, no, because you were excited to start the day that you're rushing through the things that the reason the day exists for. And so it really made me see how sometimes we kind of like belittle the efforts that we actually do because we don't give them the attention and the time. We don't give the time that we don't give the time allocated to them the attention it deserves. That's a video.